of event number 9, the 9th of 12 scored event for the women. And the final standings in that last heat, Michelle Letendre came out of nowhere to win. The results from heat number 3, Letendre had a time of 10:18.6. She just beat Michelle Kinney by 1 second.
It shows that you have to have a plan going into this workout. You have to know yourself. You have to know your abilities on the pull-up bar, and you also have to know just how fatigued are you after all of these events that you've already been through.
The 4th and final heat. The top women getting set to take the floor.
Let's bring them out here in lane 1, currently in 11th place overall, Ruth Anderson Pearl. In lane 11, currently in 10th place, Kalina Ladares. In lane 2, currently in 9th place overall, Jen Jones. In lane 10, currently in 8th place, Rory Zambard. In lane 3, currently in 7th place, Kara Webb. In lane 9, in 6th place overall, Valerie Bovril. In lane 4, currently in 5th place, Anna Tonnecliffe. In lane 8, in 4th place overall, Lindsay Valenzuela. In lane 5, currently in 3rd place, Christine Phillips. In lane 7, currently in 2nd place overall, Alessandra Pacelli. And in lane 6, your current overall leader, StubHub Center, make some noise for Samantha Briggs.
The fans from England are here, hoping that their woman, Samantha Briggs, can finish up day number 3 on top of the leaderboard. The top 11 women here in the 9th of 12 scored events, simply known as 2007. It's a repeat event from the very first CrossFit Games in Aromas. 1,000-meter row, and then 5 rounds of pull-ups and shoulder to overhead. And Christy Phillips currently occupies 3rd place.
She is one happy girl sitting in the best position this late in the game at any CrossFit Games.
100 points are on the line here, and $3,000 to the event winner. And everyone is chasing Sam Briggs, who is right in the middle of the floor. In lane number 6, Kalina Ladares in the yellow. The last time these women were on a rower, it was on Wednesday, and they sat there for about 90 minutes, and Ladares and Briggs actually tied on the first 2,000 meters. It was a dead tie.
That is crazy right there. They're both fighters. They both have similar styles. We saw them this morning battling it out in Naughty Nancy, and I expect to see them battling out in this one as well.
Lane number 9 is Valerie Bovril. Bovril comes in 6th place overall. She's a full-time 4th grade school teacher. At the Southern California Regional Competition, in between events, she was grading papers.
She's just a down-to-earth girl, always as supportive of her teammates. She even told Rory she doesn't like to look at the leaderboard. She at any competition, she doesn't look at it. There's no need. She just goes out there, does her best, and the way it shakes out is the way it shakes out.
These women will complete a 1,000-meter row, and then they will work their way down the floor. They have to do 5 rounds of 25 pull-ups, then 7 push jerks. Ruth Anderson-Horrell in lane 1 out of New Zealand. In lane 6, your leader, Sam Briggs. Last night, she surrendered that lead briefly to Christy Phillips, who was on top of the leaderboard. But Briggs has regained that lead. She now has 605 total points. She leads Alessandra Pacelli by 31 and Christy Phillips by 32. And Lindsay Valenzuela sits in 4th, just 58 points back. It's crowded at the top of this leaderboard.
It is crowded, but just to mention, Sean, Lindsay Valenzuela, she has 2 of her training partners here, Sam Briggs and Ruth Anderson-Horrell, all trained together from Dogtown, and that's just interesting. When you train together with people, you usually know where you're going to where you're going to be ahead, where you're going to fall out in any workout that you do side by side. These women may keep an eye on each other and push each other as they're used to doing.
Nearly 2.5 minutes gone by. There's the pace on Kalina Ladares' rower, going at about 1:54 for 500 meters.
You know, for other people, I would say, wow, that's going a little too hard. We saw what happened with Deb Cordner-Carson going out a little hard, but Deb was able to hold on to a 2nd place. Kalina showed she can go out pretty hard and maintain that.
Kalina Ladares is one of the 4 rookies in this final heat. Usually, if you're a first-time CrossFit Games competitor, you enjoy your free stuff, you enjoy the experience, and you're nowhere near the top.
You're watching. You're usually in the bottom, that first heat, and you're watching the rest of the time, still having a good time, still learning a lot. But we have a couple rookies here at the top that are putting the pressure on.
Judges beginning to put their hands up in the air. That means there's just 250 meters to go on this initial 1,000-meter row. Kalina Ladares cranking hard on the home stretch here, and then she will make her way to the pull-up bar.
I'm going to tell you something, though. I was in the Northeast Regional, and I saw Kalina on the pull-up bar. If there's one thing that she's not very strong at, it is high-volume pull-ups. So she wants to make up a little bit of ground here on that row.
Alessandra Pacelli in lane 7 was a team competitor with Diablo CrossFit. They have a large contingency of fans here directly in front of us. And Pacelli last night on legless during those road climbs, very proficient there. Now Sam Briggs is off the rower. Kalina Ladares is off the rower. The 2 of them tying again, and now Alessandra Pacelli is done as well. Pacelli's on the right in the yellow. Overall leader Sam Briggs in the pink on the left.
With Pacelli, I'm telling you, she is one of these girls that I think is going to constantly put pressure on Christy Phillips. She already has, being in 2nd place, but she's going to give Christy a run for her money for that podium. With taking 1st place on legless, she can pull.
Sam Briggs already breaking up her set. She's through 15, and now Alessandra Pacelli has caught her. So those 2 battling it out for the top spot. Sam Briggs has a 31-point cushion on Pacelli, a 32-point cushion on Phillips.
This is the way Sam Briggs works, though. We saw that this morning. She kept choosing to break up her overhead squats. It works for her. As long as she doesn't fall too far behind, it's what she does. She's not a straight set athlete.
Sam Briggs onto the barbell. Alessandra Pacelli onto the barbell. So the top 2 women battling it out for the top spot. And in lane number 9, Valerie Vobril in the gray. She's onto the barbell as well for her first set of 7 shoulder to overhead.
Keep your eye on Val. Like I told you, Valerie Vobril has a way of just chipping away and moving herself closer and closer to the finish line.
Now it's Briggs, Jones, and Pacelli battling it out for the top spot. Alessandra Pacelli a couple reps ahead of Sam Briggs. She's off the bar. Jen Jones off the bar on the left of your screen. That's Christy Phillips. She comes in 3rd place overall. On the right, look at Jen Jones cranking through these pull-ups.
She is ripping through them, and her face looks composed. Pacelli keeps getting a no rep here and there. She's riding that line for the height of getting her chin over. She needs to clean that up a little bit.
And now it's Valerie Vobril who is in 1st place. So the 4th grade school teacher trying to put on a lesson here to her fellow competitors as she moves to the barbell once again. Valerie Vobril is out front. The time to beat, 9:55.5. That belongs to Natalie McLean. She put that up in the very first heat for the women.
Just moving nice and steady here. Not doing anything fancy or trying to go too hard. She looks like she's just trying to stay composed, be consistent.
Valerie Voboril now done with her second set of push jerks. Jen Jones currently occupies second place. She is done, so now she and Voboril to the pull-up bar at the same time. Alessandra Pacelli now moving ahead of Sam Briggs. Battle for the lead. On the left, Jen Jones out of the South Central region. On the right, Valerie Voboril out of Southern California, so her hometown fans are here. The fourth grade school teacher who often has to work out in her backyard because she likes to spend time with her family is currently in the lead here. Meanwhile, Alessandra Pacelli has passed Sam Briggs. And now Anna Tunnicliffe, and look at Voboril go on the right side of your screen.
She held on in straight set all 25.
Now Voboril onto the barbell for her third set. Once again, the time to beat in the upper left-hand corner of your screen. Valerie Voboril trying to track that down. She's in sixth place overall. The winner of this event gets 100 points. Second place 95, third gets 90.
I've always said she's a strong, strong competitor. She doesn't get a lot of attention. She's quiet the way she does this, but very, very consistent.
Now Valerie Voboril on to round four. The further back you finish, the fewer points you get. First and second on the left, Valerie Voboril. She's currently in first place. On the right is Anna Tunnicliffe. She's trying to work her way into the top three. Voboril battling Jen Jones for the lead. Sam Briggs is up there, as is Alessandra Pacelli. Now for Sam Briggs, the key for her, just try to keep pace with Pacelli and Phillips so they can't gain too much ground on her lead. 100 points will help Valerie Voboril, but it's not going to chip in too much to Sam Briggs' lead. She'll still remain in the top spot. Now Valerie Voboril onto the pull-up bar.
She did 24. She did 24 reps. Thought she completed 25 and had to jump back up, but Sean, if that wasn't a missed count, she would have held on again for a straight set of 25. Incredible. She has a very, very efficient butterfly, which saves that grip.
Voboril now to the barbell for the fourth time. One more round to go for her. The time to beat well within Voboril's grasp. Jen Jones currently in second place, working through her fourth round of pull-ups. And Jones breaking them up into smaller sets. Voboril to the chalk bucket. She's done with the barbell. Now her fifth and final set of pull-ups. She's gone nearly unbroken on every set so far. And the fourth grade school teacher trying to lock up a first place finish here in event number 9, the 9th of 12 scored events known simply as 2007, a repeat workout from the 2007 CrossFit Games.
She stays tight, trying to stay compact, real fast, good tight pull, making every rep count. Solid effort right there.
Voboril's through 16. Jen Jones is the closest competitor to her, but Valerie Voboril is running away with this event. Now through 20. Voboril at 22. She's still hanging on. One more to go for Valerie Voboril. Onto the barbell. She has 20 seconds. 20 seconds for Valerie Voboril at 7 reps. She has the barbell up. There's one. The Sea of Green CrossFit Invictus cheering her on. Valerie Voboril is going to win event 9.
Fastest set of jerks that we saw right there. Tremendous finish, consistent all the way through. Held on to that bar like it was her job.
A+ for Valerie Voboril. 100 points as she came in 6th place overall, trying to get herself onto the podium. Now it's a battle for second place. Jen Jones on the left. She currently leads. Alessandra Pacelli in the yellow jersey on the right, number 27. She sits in third. Anna Tunnicliffe is now past Sam Briggs, who's in the pink.
Watch Sam Briggs just a really big effort for every butterfly. Not as efficient when you have to have that big of a swing and a pull.
Jones through 25. Now onto her final set of 7, and she'll try to finish second in this heat. No problem for Jen Jones repping out this weight at 85 pounds, making it look easy. So Jen Jones second in the heat, a time of 10 minutes, 48.7 seconds. Valerie Voboril beat her by a minute. Now the race for third. Sam Briggs in the pink. Next to her in the black top is Christy Phillips. On the right, in the yellow, is Alessandra Pacelli. So Sam Briggs didn't need to win this event, but if she finishes ahead of the two women on each of her sides, she's going to hang on to the lead. Sam Briggs is done, and Sam Briggs is in. And Sam Briggs, the woman from England, will take the lead into the final day of the 2013 Reebok CrossFit Games. And now Alessandra Pacelli finishing up as well. Anna Tunnicliffe is in.
And Sam Briggs being consistent, staying near the top, similar to what Rich Froning does. He keeps himself near the top, doesn't always take that first place, but keeping herself up there, getting a lot of points during every event.
Once you get yourself to the top of the leaderboard, it's not necessarily about winning the event, it's about beating the people who are trying to get into your spot, who are occupying the second and third places. Now Lindsay Valenzuela to the barbell for one final time, and she should throw this thing around like it's an empty bar.
Push press, right there, nice and fast.
Lindsay Valenzuela is in. Valenzuela, a time of 12:07.2 seconds. And now Christy Phillips in the black top, who currently sits in third place, needs to finish closely behind Lindsay Valenzuela. Valenzuela just 26 points back of Phillips, so every second counts now for Christy Phillips as she's going to start losing points to Lindsay Valenzuela, and Valenzuela has a chance to creep up into the top three.
And for Christy Phillips, very uncharacteristic to go one pull-up at a time and work those in singles.
Christy Phillips is through 7 as she is in, so Phillips will finish with a final time of 12:49.6. She's 29th overall in this event. Valenzuela's 22nd. So Valenzuela will earn more points than Christy Phillips. It may not be enough, though, to overtake third place. Now it's Cara Webb as Ruth Anderson Horrell has just finished up. Cara Webb closing out her event, and she is in.
Those last 7 are just the fastest anyone could get done with this workout. Breathing heavy, feeling the pain with all of those pull-ups.
90 seconds to go before we hit the 15-minute time cap, and Rory Zambard is the only woman left on the floor. Pacelli's over there, Vogel's over there, Valenzuela over there as well. The three of them cheering on their fellow competitor through her final 25 pull-ups.
She's a very narrow grip. Usually when you're tired and you're fatigued, you go a little more narrow, hoping to recruit some more muscle.
The entire crowd here at the StubHub Center on their feet as they try to cheer on Rory Zambard, the last finisher at a CrossFit Games event. Often gets cheered more loudly than the first. Rory Zambard gutting it out through this final set of 25 pull-ups. One more to go, and now she can move on to the bar after this. 7 reps, and she has 30 seconds, so Zambard looks like she's going to get inside the 15-minute time cap.
She's in one fast heat. So while it's been a little while that the other girls have been waiting, she's comparing her time to those other heats.
Valerie Vogelrud, the full-time 4th grade school teacher, closing out her Saturday night with a victory, a time of 9:48.4. Jen Jones finishes in second, and Sam Briggs will hang on to the overall lead. Sam Briggs, not someone who's known to be very proficient in pull-ups, but she did all she had to do here to hang on to the lead.
She ended up having to go with a very big swing in that butterfly. It looks like she's just everything she's got, using all that she has to get that bar overhead.
Then in second place, the woman from the South Central region, Jen Jones, who was pushing for first, but then fell off the pace.
She was real aggressive on those pull-ups all the way to the end. Real strong, just tried to power through everything.
And finally, in first place, Valerie Vogelrud, the only woman in this heat to complete all of her pull-ups under 50 seconds every time.
So strong. You would think she didn't do the other workouts that these women did.
Valerie Vogelrud stepping on her pad, flashing the smile. And she is $3,000 richer after winning this event. Natalie McLean, who had the previous time to beat it, lasted through 3 heats. She finishes second, and Camille Blanc-Bazinet finishing third, along with her fellow Canada East representative, Michelle Letendre. Let's send it down to the floor for the official awards presentation.
Camille earning herself $1,000. Your second place finisher in the 2007 Chipper earning $2,000 with a time of 9:55. Natalie McLean. And in the final heat, your top finisher making it happen in 9 minutes and 48 seconds, earning $3,000. Let's hear it for Valerie Vobril.
All right, congratulations, Valerie. It looked like you were nice and consistent out there tonight, taking those deep breaths before you hit the pull-up bar. What was your strategy for this?
To breathe and stay calm, and then once I was on the bar, channel the energy of the fans in the stadium and just use that to power me through.
What did you think when you heard that you were going to get this throwback workout tonight?
I was like, we're rowing again? No. I was like, yay, pull-ups. I like pull-ups.
Well, you did awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Amanda. 2 words that will never come out of my mouth in the same sentence are yay pull-ups. Never going to happen. Overall standings, look at this. Valerie Vobril and Christy Phillips are tied at 602 points, but Vobril, because of that first place finish, moves into the 3rd spot because of the tie break.
Keep your eye on Valerie Vobril for the remainder of this games. Watch her tomorrow. She might not be on your screen right away, but look in the background because I guarantee she's going to creep her way all the way up.
70 points to make up to get herself to the top of the leaderboard. Sam Briggs, still your overall leader through 9 events. 1 day to go for the women. Stay with us, though. The men are coming up next as they attack 2007. Live coverage of the CrossFit Games continues.